안녕하세요 여러분, Angel of K-pop입니다, and this video is going to be about my kind of analysis of some of the teaser images from of the Spring Day teasers. And so I actually got the first part from Twitter at gcookplease on Twitter, so thank you for posting this. So the tweet is actually unavailable and I can't find it, but it was basically her saying that, or using some of the teaser images, I'll put some here, of how like they're celebrating, and there's also that picture of this Omelas, which is like the restaurant, what it looks like. So basically the story is, the city of Omelas is a city that's full of happiness and celebration, where everybody lives great lives, and the beginning scene of that story is set in the summer solstice, I think, where it's like all celebrations and stuff. So you can see it in their teaser like images. The only reason why they're happy, or the citizens of Omelas are happy, is because there's a child who is suffering in a small closet. There's no food, there's no water, and like the whole entire closet is dirty. There's like pee and poo everywhere, and the child is basically living in its own feces and stuff, and there's no one who gives the child love. There's no reason why the child is to be chosen. It's chosen to be the one who's suffering, right? Like nobody said, oh, that child is going to be a bad person one day. Like they can't force that or anything, because the city has no electricity at all. There's no electronics or anything, right? The only way the citizens can live happily in their city of Omelas is if they ignore the child's suffering, if they give no empathy or sympathy towards the child, and the child is deemed to suffer forever. And so, this is the important part, right? The citizens who walk away from Omelas recognize the suffering that the child must go through. They won't accept it, they oppose it. So only those who stay in the city of Omelas choose to accept the fact that the child is suffering, and that means that, you know, they're being selfish because they'd rather have themselves be happy rather than, you know, give up their happiness for the child who has no explanation on why they have to suffer. The child doesn't know anything. So how does this all fit into BTS? Well, think of it. You never walk alone. BTS walk away together against the suffering of some child figure, like whatever that child figure symbolizes, basically. As you can see in the actual teaser for You Never Walk Alone, you know, they're all running together, and like throughout the whole entire series, I guess you can see them walking together, running together. So the only question is, what does this child symbolize in relation to BTS? So all of BTS are suffering from mental problems, right? It's been seen in I Need You, in Run. That was the base of the story, right? So I used my mind while I was in econ, so this is not very complete, but I'm putting it out there for you guys. So here's my kind of analysis on everything. So V is the villain of the story, or you can assume that he's the villain of the story, because as you can see in Blood, Sweat, and Tears, he has dark black wings, and then they've been like removed, so that kind of represents how he's Lucifer and how he used to be an angel and he fell. So BTS recognizes that he is Lucifer, or the devil, or whatever you can call it. So maybe V symbolizes that suffering child. And You Never Walk Alone is telling V that he doesn't have to go through all his problems and through his own personal hell, and he doesn't have to go like do this alone, right? BTS will be with him and help him go through the struggles he's facing. And I know this all doesn't really make sense right now, but please bear with me, like try to like see what I'm trying to say, because it's really hard for me to like say everything. Also, like, you know that in the epilogue where he jumped into the lake and he also didn't die in I Need You, it kind of represents how he's struggling through life trying to live without BTS, because, you know, he's the only one who didn't die in I Need You. Everybody else pretty much died except for Jin. We don't know about Jin. Jin was kind of a mystery, but maybe we'll see that in Spring Day. So V is trying to live or come to terms with the fact that he's not living with his brothers or his friends anymore. In the sense of You Never Walk Alone, BTS is trying to tell Tae that he doesn't have to go through the struggle anymore, and maybe it's him trying to come to terms of either BTS being dead already, or that like he doesn't have to go through his own hell. BTS is still alive, and they're willing to go with him. But maybe Taehyung isn't willing to accept that BTS is dead, because remember, the citizens of Omelas, they aren't willing to accept that the child is suffering, right? Maybe V just won't accept that BTS is already dead. But I don't know the whole entire story. You know, this is just my analysis. I'm not very good at explaining things and stuff, so hopefully you can like understand, or like you can like comprehend well. But thank you to Jikook Please on Twitter for saying that, because I did not think about Omelas. I was like, when I saw the teaser music video, I was like, okay, this is like familiar, Omelas, whatever. But then she went into like the summer solstice, and I was like, oh my god, it's a story I read in English too last quarter. Thank you so much. So with that, I hope you guys see my reaction video. It should be after this video, I don't know, but it's gonna be up on my channel. So yeah, thank you, bye, see you in the next video.